First off, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakodash, Dua to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, for allowing me to do another video through His Spirit. Dua to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, for giving us His truth as worms. Double honors to our apostles and elders at Great Millstone, and salutation and blessing to the whole elect. This is going to be a quick video on something that was said by the IUSUPK about Jake that is from Africa, that they're just Africans, saying that they're just Hamites when they're not. If you know history, which a lot of them don't, and it shows in the word, in what they say, the bulk of Negroes in the United States and in South America, North America, came from Africa. They came from the west coast of Africa, Ghana, Senegal, all that area, the Congo. I have a book called The Slave Ships, and you had a couple of those areas named Fort Judah. Why? Because they were Israelites. Jake has to stop with this African shit, man. Nas he said Nigerians was an Israelite. Nas is a Nigerian. I bet you love Nas. Nas is Nigerian. Brothers are Nigerian. They look like so-called Negroes, and you wouldn't even know they're Nigerian unless you ask them. So Jake got to stop with that dumb shit, man. The so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans have been scattered across the entire planet Earth, man. You have Jake everywhere. And if a Jake come from Africa, he can be an Israelite. Doesn't mean he's a straight Hamite. We got a brother in our camp who's Nigerian. You wouldn't know he's Nigerian unless he said something. Or his name. But I was making a point that made me laugh. But yeah, our people are scattered across the four corners of the earth, man. You sound stupid. You sounded purely stupid. But that's not okay. It's just stupid. It's just bad. This is James 1 and verse 1. James, a servant of Yahushai, of the Lord, a servant of Yahweh and of the Lord Yahushai Mashiach, to the 12 tribes scattered abroad, greetings. So the tribes have been scattered across the four corners of the earth. So-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans are in every fucking land, man. And every Israelite isn't going to look like fucking Michael B. Jordan or Denzel Washington or I don't know, man. Some other Jakes who look like so-called Negroes. Our people have been scattered. They look like everybody. Blake Griffin is an Israelite. He's an Israelite. His father is a Levite. That is low-level thinking, man. A lot of y'all still are in that low-level thinking. Or all Jake look the same. No. I mean, around Northern Kingdom is wild. You got some Northern Kingdom that look Chinese. You got some that look like a straight white boy. You got some that look like a straight look like his father's name is Issachar. Our people have been scattered. They're not going to look like their traditional selves, man. Every Israelite ain't gonna have dark skin. It's a simple thing, man. It's by the Spirit, man. And the so-called white man, if the Most High made that nigga purple, we still wouldn't like him because he made him the enemy. It's not about color, man. It's about the Spirit. It's about the Spirit that is within them. And it's about the Spirit that's within these so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans that have been scattered abroad throughout the earth. The Spirit bears witness that we are the children of the Most High, man. It's that simple. Jake is simple, man. Jake is simple-minded. And that's going to lead you to destruction. Being simple-minded is going to get you killed, man. You can't teach all Israel is going to look like Africans. Or if you from Africa, you a Hamite. No, man. The fuck is wrong with you? That's off, man. That's off. Let me get that. Ephraim is a cake unturned. God damn it. Ephraim. I knew it was Hosea. It's Hosea 7 and 8. Ephraim have mixed himself among the people. Ephraim is a cake unturned. What does that mean? Ephraim has mixed himself among the people. They laid with all the other nations, man. They're mixed up. He's a cake unturned. Some Ephraimites look like they straight from Puerto Rico. Some don't. Some look like Edomites. That's okay. That's okay, man. As long as their spirit bears witness with the Lord, Yahweh Shema Shai, and his doctrine and his truth, that's all that matters, man. That's all that matters. If you're a believer and your bloodline traces back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, you're most likely Israelite. And you can look like an Edomite and be an Israelite. Just like an Edomite can look like a so-called Negro and be a heathen and be an Edomite. It goes back and forth, man. You have a damn black woman lay with a Moabite, and that baby gonna have some darker skin, but he gonna have some chink eyes. He may not even look like a Moabite at all, but goddamn, that nigga's a Moabite. It's a very simple concept, man. Well, it's not really simple because it's simple because we know it, but it is called the mystery of the Gentiles, man. So it makes sense why you wouldn't get it, but that's why the Spirit of the Lord has to work with you, and it's a blessing through the Spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shai. We understand and accept it that all Israel is going to look like a regular Israelite, as a so-called Negro, big beard, afro, fucking picked out perfectly, looking like Eddie Murphy, or what's the other dude's name, the other comedian. I can't remember his name. Doesn't matter. But we know that through the Spirit, man. So it's foolishness to say that you're not an Israelite if you're from Africa. The bulk of the reasons, how did so-called Negroes get over here? They came from Africa, Europe, Spain. They came from these different lands and were placed in slavery. That's how your black ass got over here, man. That's how your ancestors got over here. It's simple, man. It's very simple. We'll get one more scripture and I'm going to close off. This is Jeremiah 20. This is Jeremiah 12, verse 9. My inheritance, and who's the heritage of the Lord, the children of Israel, is unto me as a speckled bird. The birds around about are against her. Come ye, assemble all the beasts of the field, come devour. Yes, so the children of Israel have been devoured, raped, robbed, and murdered by all these other nations, man. And now they are mixed amongst all these other nations. That's why Yahushai made the parable between the wheat and the tares, and that's why the angels are going to have to separate, because the angels are going to have to separate between the wheat and the tares, those that are truly Israelites and those that are actually heathens. And even then, a lot of Israelites going to die. A lot of Israel is going to die. So, but that was just something real quick, something I wanted to do a video on in the Spirit. All Israel isn't going to look like Shaft, man. Every Israelite ain't going to look like Shaq. So with that, all praise be to Yahweh, by Shema Shai, by Shemar Kakodash, that Shalom.